Hello everyone, welcome back to the resolution video for our use case multi-IT. Before looking into the multi-IT database, I would like to give you some concept on the difference between serial number and lot numbers. Lot numbers allow to identify a batch of similar products that has been produced together. Serial numbers allow to identify each unit of a product uniquely. Companies can use the serial number for different reasons: recall purposes, compliance, after sales, theft protection, medical products, and inventory control. I think it's clear to all of us that the best way to help multi-IT is by adding serial number on the inventory flow. To do that, we need some configurations in Odoo. We need to go to settings, and then you go to inventory app, and you're gonna flag lot and serial number under the traceability option. We're gonna save. That's gonna give us the option to choose tracking by serial in different steps during the inventory process. We're gonna go to product. We're gonna choose one of the products that we distribute, and we're gonna make sure also that under the inventory tab, we have the traceability tracking, choose by unique serial number. After doing that, we have a business decision in terms of in which moment we're gonna be attaching those serial number in our product. Odoo gives us the possibility to do it on the inbound process, receiving the goods, on the outbound process when we deliver to our resellers. A small business where the company doesn't have a big warehouse or is a single team that does the inbound and outbound, and there is no further need in terms of tracking the product from the beginning to the end, I would say that we can add the serial number in the outbound process. In the multi-IT case, as we have several orders a day, several different products into two different vendors, and these vendors require full tracking the beginning to the end when the product arrive in the company until when it's delivered to reseller, we're gonna choose to add the serial number in the inbound process. To do that, we're gonna go to product category. And first, we're going to check if our product category for long-range scanners, how is the removal strategy we have over there. Okay, we can see that we have first in, first out. We have last in, first out, and we have first expired, first out. First in, first out means that every time Odoo, we're going to look for the first units purchased, the first serial created in the system will be the first one proposed on the outbound flow. The opposite is the for last in, first out, meaning the last product purchased and the last serial number added in the system will be the first one proposed in the outbound process. And then you have first expired in, first expired out, and that is more related to products where expiration date is really important, like food, medications, and etc. In our case, we're gonna look for the first in, first out. The reason why is because we are talking about a company that distributes IT product, and you have to make sure that we don't keep in stock products that will become obsolete or too old that cannot be sold anymore. So we want to make sure that the first product that we receive will be always the first one that you're going to propose on the delivery. We're going to save. Then we're going to move into inventory, configuration, location. Okay, we have the location for the specific vendor, edit, and then you're going to also see that you have again the remove strategy option over there. We're going to search for the first in, first out. Important thing to keep in mind is that the removal strategy that we choose in the product category will be always override the one we choose in the location. Okay, so if you have different ones between location and product category, is the product category gonna take the lead? We're gonna save that one as again. Okay, now we're gonna go to configuration, operation type, receipt, edit, Here, I want to make sure that the create new lot and serial number is flagged. Okay, so that is what we're gonna force the system to add a serial number when a receipt is performed. Okay, so when the inbound team gonna receive products, Odoo gonna force them to add a serial number on those products where the serial number has been flagged. Gonna look for the delivery orders, edit, and then in this case, I'm gonna choose the first thing is the reservation method at confirmation. I want Odoo already as soon as the sales order is confirmed, a delivery will be created, and I want Odoo already offering to me available serial number to be used in that specific delivery. And on traceability, I'm gonna choose use existing lots in serial number. That is, I want an extra security in terms of on the receipt of the goods in the inbound, they can create serial number, but on the delivery team can only choose existent one. They are not able to create new ones for that specific delivery. I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna come back to the main dashboard. So now let's have a look in the warehouse configuration. We have to come back again to inventory, configuration, warehouse. On the shipments, we have incoming shipment and outgoing shipment. We have some different options, the way we want to manage receipts and deliveries. As all the quality controls and product controls are performed by the vendor during the manufacturing process, and multi-IT mainly receive the goods, stock it in the shelves, and then perform the outbound delivery to reseller, we have choose receive goods directly in one step and deliver goods directly in one step. That's going to save some time on the operation flow. Going to save time also in the inbound and outbound teams. And considering that you don't need to do any quality check because that has been done already by the vendor, is the best way to work for multi-IT. I just gonna save. So now let's have a look in how the inbound operation looks like after the change you have made in the config. The purchase team already placed a purchase order that has been already confirmed, so a receipt was created. When you look in the receipt, we see in the operation tab the product that has been purchased, the demanded quantity, okay? And you have also already the detailed operation button where we can attach serial numbers on it. But before showing you that, I want to show you something else. If you go to Inventory app, configuration, operation types, receipt, edit. I want to flag show detailed operation and prefill detailed operation as well. I'm gonna save, and then we're gonna look also in the delivery if you have the same. Okay, show detailed operation already done. Good. Let's come back to the receipt. So as you can see now, we have now created a new tab called detailed operation where Odoo gives us already the list of products, the number of units we have under demand, where a serial number needs to be added. In this case, we are only seeing 40 because the maximum range is 40, but we can easily change to 50, and then we're gonna have the whole list, okay? When we talk about attaching serial number, Odoo gives us 3 options in how to attach serial number. We can manually add the serial number, and as we are talking about 50 units, will be quite time consuming, type one by one. We can type just the first one and then ask Odoo to automatically follow the sequence until the last product, or we can copy paste. In case your vendor provides you the list of serial number in advance, you can simply copy those serials and paste directly in Odoo. But if you try to do it from the detailed operation tab here, it's not gonna work, okay? You have to come back to operations, then you have the 3 little dots here, detailed operation, and then we have the 3 options in how to attach the serial number. We can, as explained, type the serial directly, okay? You can write the first one over there and then Odoo, by using assign serial number, we go automatically follow the sequence until the last one. You're going to change again the maximum range to 50. Okay, and then you see Odoo provide us from the first one I have added there until the last one. Or the easiest way to do it is just click on the line, go to the lot serial number, paste, confirm. Okay, so by doing this, now we have on the detail operation tab already the list of serial number that has been attached to those 50 units. Okay, now we just need to validate, and then you have those products received and also with the uniquely and related serial number attached to it. If you go to the traceability button over there, you can see the list of serial from the first one until the last one. And you can also see the stock movement that is attached to the serial until now, up to date. So we have now one single stock movement from the vendor location to our stock for each of those serial numbers. Another important gain we have now in our multi-IT database since we implemented the tracking by serial number is on Inventor Report. So if you go to Inventor Report, we can see our product over there. We can see where, in which shelf it's located. And now, since we have the tracking from the inbound with serial number, we can exactly see the list of serial number that we still have quantity on hand and available quantity. This is an enormous gain to the inbound team and the multi-IT as a company, because now we can exactly not only know how many units we have in stock, but also which serial number are still available to be delivered to resellers, and of course the one that has been already delivered. Let's have a look now on the sales and delivery processes. The sales team placed already a sales order for 10 units that needs to be delivered. We're going to confirm. Odoo going to create the delivery. And as you have chosen in the beginning of the video in the configurations that we did, the reservation method at confirmation, Odoo already choose the 10 serial number and reserved into that sales order. Okay, of course, the way this serial number has been chosen is also based on the first in, first out that we have chosen in the config as well. If for some reason we need to change one of those serial, I can easily do that by going to the detail configuration tab, and then let's say instead of using the serial number 10, I'm gonna choose the last one. The done quantity I'm gonna change to 1. I'm gonna confirm. Okay, so now we can see that we have the list of serial number already there under the column done, and I'm gonna validate. Details operation gonna show us again the list of serial number that has been chosen and delivered, and you can see here that we switch the number 10, the serial number 10 initially proposed by Odoo, to the number 50. If you go to the traceability report, we're gonna have now one entry that is the entry 1, the inbound team did it, that was from the vendor location to the stock. We have a second one that I performed from the stock into the Zebra shelf. That has not been recorded, but was just an internal movement. And then, of course, we have the delivery one. It's the out. That is from the Zebra shelf to our customer. Okay, and we're going to have that for all those serial numbers. If you come back to the inventory report, reporting inventory report, we're going to have there the list of serial number that are still available at our disposal. And of course, we can't see anymore the ones that has been delivered. So the 1 to 9, and then the last one that was the 50. Okay. You can always track that serial number if you need by typing serial number. Okay. And then here we're going to have the full list of serial number that existed in the system. And then if I double click in one of them, I can already jump into the traceability report. I can see which sale that serial number is attached to. I can see which purchase that serial is attached to as well. I can see the number of transfer that has been done involving that serial number. And of course, I can jump again into the traceability report. So we can see now easily that by adding serial number, we can have a full tracking from the inbound process, and then also on the sales and outbound processes. We are now almost reaching the end of our use case video. But before that, I want to propose you a scenario involving those serial number that has been already treated by multi-IT. A customer calls multi-IT saying that they have purchased 3 scanners that not working anymore and wants to make a return. At that stage, multi-IT doesn't know which product they are talking about, which scanner is. They don't know the related serial number. They don't know who is the reseller that we sold the product to, or even if those serial has been purchased from one of our vendors. Okay? So at that moment, what the team can do is just jump into the inventory, products, lot and serial number, and then ask the end user to provide us the 3 serial number for the products that are not working anymore. Okay, imagine that the end user provides us that serial number that is indeed passed by our inventory. We're gonna move to the second one, and then now we're gonna move to the third one. Okay, so now we can see clearly the big change that multi-IT has now since they work with serial number. As you can see, from those 3 serial number provided by the end user, only 2 indeed has been purchased by us to one of our vendors. So the third one did not pass by our inventory. It's not a serial recognized by our system. So meaning that end user purchased that product or that serial number for a reseller that did not purchase from us. Okay. So let's treat those that indeed passed by our inventory. If I go to the serial number 6, I can easily see the related sales order that serial has been delivered, the related purchase order we purchased from our vendor, and also the traceability report, the traceability button that we have seen before. What's interesting for me now is the sales. Because by going to the sales, I can exactly see the delivery, and I can also see straightforward as we choose the tail operation button into the config. I can easily see all the serial number that has been delivered into that outbound 0003. Okay, and then I can see that the serial number 6 and the serial number 7 are exactly there. So now the team can easily just proceed with the return, saying that we have 2 units to be returned. Okay, Odoo, you're gonna upfront propose me the serial number 1 and 2, but that's not the one I want to return. I want to return the number 6 and the number 7. Okay, and you can just validate. Okay, so now we received back those 2 serial numbers that has been purchased from us to one of the vendors, has been delivered to one of our reseller, that afterwards delivered to the end user. Okay, we can again use the traceability button, and then now we're gonna have all the movement that we have related to those serial, we can see that we still have from this vendor stock location to our location, then from our location to the customer, and then back from the customer to our stock. Okay. We can go to the inventory app again, reporting, inventory report, and then you see here that we have some units that are on the zebra shelf, and those two that has been returned that are still under our location stock, that afterwards can be easily moved from the stock to the vendor shelf with an internal transfer. Okay, and once again we see the serial number 6, serial number 7, and then of course they shows again as on-hand quantity and available quantity because it has been returned into our stock. Another way to choose to look for a serial number is if you know exactly the contact that certain serial has been sold. So I can go to my contacts, I can choose my Euro scan, and then again we're gonna see there the sales attached to that specific customer. And then once again, as soon as I'm in the sales, I can go into the delivery, and again I can track back every single serial number that has been delivered to that specific customer. So as you can see now, with the tracking, with the serial number, we can really track every single movement a certain serial number had into our inventory from the moment we receive the goods until the moment we deliver to end user. And even if deliver to a reseller, sorry, and even if an end user calls us for a complaint or for a problem involve a certain serial, we can easily track if that serial has been indeed sold by us to a certain reseller. As last part of this use case, I want to show you the internal transfer for those two units received in our stock. I'm gonna go to my inventory app, internal transfer. I'm gonna choose plan transfer. The reason why is because I want to inform myself which serial number I want to use in that internal transfer instead of the one upfront chosen by Odoo. I go to plan. I want from move from my source location mode stock to mode stock return location. I want to choose the product. Demand quantity will be 2. Save. I'm gonna mark as to do. Gonna go to the detail operation. You see that Odoo already upfront choose certain serial, but it's not the one that I want to use. So I'm gonna choose the number 6. You see here, serial number is not located at that stock, that location. These are really good. So you can see now, since we are tracking a product via serial number, we start receiving blocking messages for Odoo if you try to perform some wrong movement, or if you try, example, to deliver again some serial that has been already delivered, or if you try to create a serial number that exists already in the system. So the reason here is because actually that serial is not based here but there. So I need to change there as well. Here we go. And then now Odoo gonna accept, because indeed those two serial are still sitting in that location, and exactly the movement I want to do is move it to that location into the return. I'm gonna confirm and validate. So now we can see on the detail operation tab my two products, my two serial, and also on the done quantity as well. If I come back to my reporting inventory, now I see that I have 40 units on my zebra shelf. Initially was 50. We sold 10, so we still have available 40. And then as we have 2 that has been returned, we move those 2 from our stock that has been initially received to the zebra shelf return to zebra, and then those 2 units are over there. So now as soon as multi-IT wants to send those units back to Zebra, they just gonna plan and deliver and send those products back so the vendor can receive and look what happened, the reason why they are not working anymore. Okay, so I think it is. Thank you so much for watching that video. I hope you have learned some new things by doing this, and more than that, I hope you have had a lot of fun. And see you in the next one. Thank you.